Let's try that fight again with the actual goblin pokers so that the backline can move in, attack, and move out. And this is exactly why I have stockpiled the goblin pokers. '52 defense, Anko. Yeah, he was just unlucky to keep getting hit so much. Only 76 and 11, he's garbage. My archers don't have any melee defense, so they will get hit every time they get attacked. Okay. Fatigue doesn't really matter, so I can give him the heavier armor. Where are these fucking things? Do we have a falcon? I think we have a falcon. I am Wolfster. It's coming along nicely. I don't know how well you can see. They did the blueprint, and it was a plane. It was a. I can't focus on it, but it's an African grey heron on the inside of the arm, and on the outside of the arm I've got that African elephant. Now I've just got a third session in February where they're going to join the two pieces and turn it into a full half sleeve. Yeah, the detail is incredible. It's hyper realistic. Like I couldn't be happier with what the artist did. So the two pieces are now 6 hours each that I've set, and I'll probably need like another 6. It's the downside with the hyperrealism. So this is the inside piece is my second one. The outside arm was my first one. That was 4 years ago. Experience was fine. Like, I mean, in terms of pain, because no, not much pain. I will say though, the inside of the arm near the armpit was way more painful than the outside of the arm skin. Like the difference in pain between that part of your arm and that part of your arm. Ooh. Like, I mean, I fell asleep during the elephant tattoo, the outside of the arm. But was just gritting my teeth and trying to get through the inside of the arm piece. But I'm told some of the most painful spots is like on your ribs. Like all these ladies who get the, you know, like script, you get writing on their rib cages. I can imagine that must be very painful. Now I've just got to think about what I want to do for the forearm piece, because I've got all this space here on the forearm to use as well. I've been thinking, if you guys have seen in that Polynesian, I love those Polynesian forearm pieces. Like if you look on Jason Momoa, he has that Polynesian forearm piece where it starts there and it starts there and it ends there, and it's all like isometric like shapes and whatnot. but it's that very, you know, very particular style. I'm curious to see what the artist might come up with if I say to him, take that sort of shape and design, but make it African, like if an African version of that, just with patterns and abstract shapes, and just see what he comes up with. We have a full sleeve of Hugin and Moonin, Odin's Ravens. Oh, awesome. Dot work. Jesus, that must have taken forever. Yeah, I don't know, Andrea. I might keep the animal theme going on this arm. Okay, let's stop talking and start thinking. What are we going to do here? We're going to put Sparrow 4 there to tank. And then surround that one. Pebble's Walrus, I think I want... You just mustn't be in contact at height disadvantage, that's for sure. Wolf's Head, oh, those are very cool looking. And that must have taken ages as well, because doing all the hair takes a long time. I think wait here until that one goes down. Fuck's sake. Well, I kind of accept that a lot of the backline guys are still going to be in range of getting bitten by one of the heads. But like you see there, they can take a hit or two before having to retreat. Oh, this is fucking annoying. I wanted to take that spot. You don't tattoo the dome. No one touches the dome. I can imagine getting your scalp tattooed must be quite painful. Well, Andrea, I mean, I've heard that being said before, but the thing is, you kind of also need to get yourself, well, you don't need to, but it helps to get yourself mentally to a point where, yes, it's your body, and yes, it's forever, but it's okay to have a tattoo of a piece that you think just looks cool. It doesn't have to be deeply meaningful. I mean, it's great if it is, but it doesn't have to mean anything. It can just look cool. That's fine. It's your body. Do what you want. Oh, so those exert zone of control now. Nice. I suppose they had to make that change. Otherwise it's too easy to fight these things. Can these things be knocked back? Immune to being knocked back. Fucking perfect. I think I could probably dodge away. No, I can't rotate. What are these fucking hit chances? That couldn't have been that high. 34. Rolled a 5. Perfect. Ugh, I'm not thinking clearly. I'm just talking about tattoos and still pissed off by the previous Lindworm fight. I hate these super hard fucking fights. Yeah, I've tried whips as well, but you first have to grind through all the armor. And I like the pokers because it's a nice mix between the bleeding damage and the straight damage. On the subject of tattoos, the one argument I'm totally unimpressed by is people saying like, oh, but think about when you're old, it's going to be all droopy and look terrible. Which always fascinates me, because I'm like, do these people think that if it weren't for the tattoo, you're going to look shit hot when you're in your 60s? It's like, no, dude, I'm going to be 60. I'm still going to look terrible anyway. Who cares about the fucking tattoo? But yeah, I love the little bit of work I've had done on myself already, and I can't wait to get more work done. Oh god. Ah, fuck this. Totally fuck this. Ah. Also, like, having tattoos on you that haven't aged well, or that, you know, might not be perfect, amazing tattoos, that's cool too, you know? Having a piece on you that is just a product of where you were at the time, kind of cool. So Sparrowfall got hit again, and he has like 85 melee defense. 22% chance roll to 17. This is feeling a bit Mordheimy in the way that everything is hitting. Why not take a Lindworm fight? It's just a fucking bummer. I hate this shit. Like, I can't hit a 77, but these things just hit 22s and sub 20% chances on the regular. Ugh. Yeah, Wolfstead don't. Mordheim just makes you lose faith in... Fuck, whatever, Stobbie's dead. Fuck this fight, this is bullshit. I don't have the mental... I'm not in the right headspace to fight Lindworms. I'm just so fed up with just being this hard. If you want to play a game, maybe if we can get Schneeberg Company to help us. Mordheim is about the first attack of every round of your guys always misses. And if you want to see a random number generator that rolls between 95 and 100 a suspicious amount of times, then play Mordheim. Would this fight be easier without the Nachtseers? I don't think so. Well, the thing is, I still loved Mordheim. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed my campaign that I did with it for YouTube a little while ago. And I'm kind of hoping Necromunda can sort out some of its issues, because if Necromunda can get the best parts of Mordheim with none of the bad parts, it'll be a cracking game. Come on. Maybe we do go for the mix of whips and pokers. It was difficult getting all the lads in range. And we can save some fatigue here, but he's got bags and belts, that doesn't make a difference. Polom, expert, so that he should use Jagged Pike. Well, he should use that, I suppose. Yeah, these lads may as well use whips. Andra, I know it's not new information. You're not blowing my mind with new information. I'm just tired and fed up. I should get this fight over with, so I don't have to fight Lindworm again. Brigands always hitting their first expo shot. I knew that was a bug. I fucking knew it. It was unreal how often that first... And it's always a tier 2 crossbow, because it's always a Brigand. And it's always a tier 2 crossbow. It always hits, and it's always a headshot. And for the majority of your campaign, that's just an execution shot on one of your lower level guys. Okay, 4 tanks up front, pole arms and whips. Nice, 2 level 3s. They might actually be able to do something. Only Mizuma's in range. Lying to yourself. What's that in response to? What? Who's lying to themselves? Oh, in response to these Naxias, you know. Clearly. Pebbles Walrus, dagger that Naxia. Now I have mostly whips, which can't do shit against armor. That actually made Sparrow 4 confident, interesting. Fixed opponents with the Headhunter perk, always starting combat with the next attack. Yeah, now that you mentioned it, I vaguely remember seeing something in patch notes about that. As expected, I did nothing. Well, there goes the armor at least. Finally. I'm pretty sure these Lindworms have, what's it called? Resilience. They only bleed for 1 turn. Oh look, the head and the tail has separate bleeding counters. Interesting. I recall a fight we had in the pre-season experimentation where I actually had great swords in my frontline guys, which was obviously a lot more risky, but it was pretty cool. Like when a great sword can use split and hits both the tail and the head. That is, I reckon, that's the quickest way to get damage down, but it's super risky. Wait, do they have separate counters? Yeah, they do. But I mean, on these super big threats, I kind of get why they have to give them resilient. If it didn't, then, you know, it would be too easy. Hit to the tail, can't hit the head, which is always still armored. Like, how do you know that? Did you... I suppose someone just notices that. Yeah, boy. Die, you piece of shit. One of the raid, one raid boss down, 5 to go. So, Border Warlock, the one time I defeated the Kraken, I did it quote unquote the wrong way. I only used spears on the tentacles. It's still up on YouTube. It was an hour and 45 minutes. It was fucking miserable. Now, is this thing's head going to take that high ground and then we're all going to be fucked? Okay, good. It didn't. Whew. What was that hit chance? 29%. Yeah, 29 is still pretty high. Oh, you saw it, yeah. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. I think maybe I took too many whips. Like, 2 of these whips should be goblin pokers. Well, look, I'm just happy you're watching. Much appreciated. Uh, 92 missed. Nice. Oh yeah, Pain Incorporated that was a great run, wasn't it? Those Warhammers were something else. Oh, Jesus. At least that knocked him back, so... chance... Let's see, misses. 21, rolled an 8. 16, missed. Where's the other hit? There you go. Chance 13, rolled a 2. Nice. 21, rolled an 8. There you go, Pebbles. That's what you get. Roll a 2 and roll an 8. I suppose I should have given him a whip so that now he could have still been able to do something. You know, hide bravely in a bush. Unless some of the other lads happen to have another bullhook. I suppose I can drop the one bullhook and then have him use it. God. You have quick hands, Pebbles. You do not. Uh, 95, 70. Okay, 70% isn't that high. Oh Christ, here they come. Form up, gentlemen. Two down, 4 to go. It's a good point. A couple of my lads are actually carrying fire pots. I should give them a go. Who's carrying the fire pots? Oh Christ! So now it's 4 of them left. Smoke pot isn't actually going to help me that much. And his whip is down to 47%. It's fucking crazy. Just gotta check who's. Here's the fire pot. I'll go for. I can't throw it on this turn. I'll throw it in the next turn. Fuck, I've only got 3 tanks to quote-unquote kite these guys with. Okay, that's actually a perfect setup. Good luck, Sparrow 4. How high this resolve, this how high their speed is, their initiative, I mean. So Pebbles Walrus has to find a spot. He's got to be in one of those 2 spots where he won't be in range of the tail or the head. Okay, 3 down, 3 to go. We are officially halfway with these nerds. So I don't want to put Pebbles there because then this head moves forward and bites him. I don't think the head can't actually rotate with the body, can it? I'm going to have to just take that chance and hope that that's the case. I'm fairly certain that's the case. So Pebbles Walrus should be safe. Just whipping the shite out of this one lindworm. Terrifying. Okay, 31% chance. These things have insane accuracy. I mean, 74 melee defense, and it still had 31% chance to hit. Well then, Wolfster, your lads are better than mine. Oh, running away, eh? Oh. What a battle. God, God, the hit points on these things. Unreal. So 8, 16, 20 stacks of bleeding. 5, it should be 100 hit points damage of just bleeding. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 26 stacks of bleeding. And Jesus, these things are insane. Bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers how tough these things are. Does he risk it? He doesn't risk it. I only need one person to be in contact. Come on, almost there. Six lindworm down. Let's not do that again. If we get one lindworm blood, I'm just going to buy lindworm acid from the alchemists. Oh. Fucking sucked. I don't do that again. Indeed, the scales are very valuable. But that is just such a bummer of a fight. You stay there. Anchor the greatsword lad. I'm going to re-outfit all my lads as well. Anchor the greatsword lad was in the outside position with the greatsword. Dagger lad, Stobbie the dagger lad. Oh yes, so Stobbie has the named shield, named dagger, rondel, and whip, and he normally sits there. Venthorn, where's Venthorn? Yeah, so tank, dagger, mace, Bannerman, shield breaker, nice. I think I want the shield breakers in these fights. Polearm lads can sit out. Ranged, shield breaker. Goes there. Ranged lad goes there. So shield breaker. Great sword. And not a named whip. No, one of those whips is this one, the barbarian whip. It's the thorned whip. Ranged, Bannerman, shield breaker, greatsword, polearm. Assassin still needs to be leveled up. Spare ranged lad. So it's just white now who needs to get fully leveled. Shall we see how Jumas does against that ice cave lad? With these stats, his melee defense is pretty low, but his melee skill is good, and this mace does a lot of damage. That reminds me, I need another bullhook. Well, anyway. Grizzly Backstabber, and there should be a named Rondell around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Friezo the Brute's Dagger. Whew. Lindworm. Brutal. What a nice escort mission. There we go. Heal up. 112. Wow, they are paying brilliantly. 1,400. These scales will keep. Sandworm blood. So that gives us now 2 acid flasks. I think I want 2 more. Oh, look at all the tool damage though. I'm not paying 350 for tools. Yeah, 30,000. I'm pretty sure we can find some cheaper tools somewhere. Yeah, you're right. I should take those contracts. Oh, gee, let me guess. A sacrifice or one of my shield breakers. Goodbye, Tamim. Tamim is bound and put to the fire. The smell of burnt pork fills the air, and the men around you rejoice with tears in their eyes. You see a face twisting in the smoke of the sacrifice. A knowing visage that approves, the men are emboldened. Emery is now a disciple. Excellent. Zedog, zealot. Jumas, disciple. Jolly Rogers is a chosen as well. It still sucks that our one tank became the prophet. What you really want is your bannerman to be a prophet. And I still maintain that if we get the chance for the main sacrifice event that gives us the Davkul armor, we're going to try to sacrifice that tank guy. I just don't know then how it's going to choose who then becomes the prophet. The shield breaker is not going to leave. I think he's already converted. The only guys who are pissed off are indebted. I don't think indebted leave. We've got lots of cultists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 cultists. Chef's kiss. But getting named ranged items is so hard. Like named warbows are amazing. But I get why they're so hard to get, because that then it's a balance issue, frankly. Being able to lay down unanswered damage on your enemies is pretty nuts. A master archer, a brigand leader. Oh! Actually, didn't want that to happen. Yeah, we got to stock up on dogs as well, because for that final Lindworm fight, I need 12 dogs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got a third obsidian blade. Nice. Okay, who actually Now the greatsword lads need their daggers and their whips for whipping from the back lines. Shouldn't give Jumas heavier armor. Probably should. Yeah, it'll do. I want to fight some wolves. I want to get some wolf pelts. Let's see. So this should be goblins. Blech. I don't even want to look at new recruits just because I don't want to be like, oh, he's good, I've got to buy him. Because that means starting again with a leveling. I ain't got time for that. Oh god, goblins in the forest. No! Please no shaman. Let's see, so that is a main skirmisher. That's not too bad. One overseer, one shaman, some ambushes. That's not too bad. He's got the butter knife. One of these lads has a butter knife somewhere. Oh yeah, he's got the butter knife. That's only there. It doesn't cost him any fatigue. It's only there in case he happens to find himself next to a target and he can help with the daggering down. Usually he'll be breaking shields with the Dane axe, and then if he gets forced in a hand-to-hand fight, he'll go to Cheetah plus fighting axe. Let's try something a little different here. I was going to say 2 groups, but I've already got 3 groups here. Should we do a nighttime fight or a daytime fight? Nighttime fight. Name the butter knife the spreader. Like, you know, 10 to 15 damage. Adds buttered effect to enemies. -5 hit chance. Butterfingers. Applies butterfingers. Men, charge. So I'm just hoping that their little ranged nerds just miss because it's dark. So is that open or not? I want to know. It is not. Damn. Actually, that little group of 6 there is just going to get bound, aren't they? I've actually been thinking that against goblins, even though my crossbows are so good at one-tapping them, I'm starting to think I might just leave all my ranged guys behind. Just because the ranged lads are like pretty much completely unable to remove vines because it goes by melee skill. Just getting the front lines to clash as soon as possible is good for us against these goblins. That right there is far and away the most annoying thing in the game. Well, it stops him from moving when they have to close in to be able to hit someone. So, annoyance factor. I'm not actually in range of anything. It's just fucking throw some fucking axes. Crossbow 13%. I should try that because, you know, if I hit shots like the way that the AI does, that's like a guaranteed hit. Oh yeah, that two-handed mace is sexy. I'm pretty sure it has plus base damage. Really? Poisoned through heavy armor? If I had the resources and the inventory space, I hate that. I would actually have like a whole, you know, half a dozen sets of heavy armor that have that lower the ranged weapon damage attachment. Well, you can't protect against everything, I suppose. I hate goblins. Yeah, how do you like it when I dagger you, you piece of shit? I'm not triggered at all. Oh, and because of the poison, he's only got one vision. So I can't even get in range. Die. 60% miss. It looks like I'm gonna have one stream for Battle Brothers and take another 2 weeks off just because it's pissing me off so much. Now Sparrow 4's gonna get daggered and killed, isn't he? I think I shouldn't have fought at night. I think I would have done better with the daytime because I've got 2 crossbow lads that, you know, would have hit a lot. What I still want to complete in this run, all of the late game stuff. So we need to do Ice Cave, Lee Rock, Witch's Hut, Kraken, Fight After the Kraken, Goblin City, Sea of Tents, Barbarian City. So all of that game stuff. I've got loads still to do. That's what I'm talking about, Pebbles Walrus. I may well end up streaming some Dota. I'm playing a lot of Dota these days. Die! I mean, as annoying as the shaman is, maybe I should have just been spamming the low percentage chances to hit him, because I just need 1 or 2 to hit. And then he's dead. Well, so what's most likely going to happen is we will try each late game event, complete it, but someone will die, so I'll just reload and then try the other event. Because if I have to spend time leveling brothers between each of those events, it's going to take months for me to finish it all. Well, yeah, the monolith would be the last thing you do because it's by far the most difficult. Cue the chat nerds. Yeah, monolith is easy. Just do fucking, you know, do it by day 30. What are you, a fucking retard? Oof. Right, so white's gonna die. Oh, the library, I gotta do that as well. That's a new thing. I don't even know where that is or where to find it. I'm gonna find out. I've seen a little post about it in Reddit. I tried to not look because I didn't want to get spoiled, but I saw a lot of skulls. Oof. Does this poison still do damage? I think he's gonna die to poison. Oh, he's bleeding. He dies to bleeding. It's always fucking something. And now, where are the lads that have something to stop the bleeding? I don't have. Okay, so white is just going to bleed to death now.
There we go.
Fuck's sake. You're going to bleed for 5, he's got 5 hit points. Oh, wait. Oh, God. There's no one in range either.
I'm still alive, so you deserve the sub.
Thank you, Raging Fury. There's my Raging Fury. Ugh. Fucking people dying in this fucking game. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed the monthly Battle Brothers stream that I'm gonna do. Because now I need a month to recover from the fucking frustration. It won't be that long though. I've got 4 episodes in the can, so today's what, Sunday? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So we'll do Battle Brothers again on Thursday.